50,000 people used to live here. Now it's a ghost town.
Our so-called leaders prostituted us to the West, destroyed our culture, our economies, our honor.
U.S. Marines stationed on high alert were given the order to invade the small...
Nikolai! Foreman check. The crew is already nearing.
Just as they lay waste to our country, we shall lay waste to theirs.
Exploding a few streets away, just near to Euston Station.
Another video out of many online on the sole Kickstarter of Call of Duty's glory days. Call of Duty Modern Warfare. How can I begin to describe on what hasn't been talked about before? The grounded but captivating action sequences, the slick 2000s military aesthetic, and voice lines that just leave the spine tingling.
I like to keep this for close encounters. Too right, mate.
Even today, despite creating the framework of a billion-dollar gaming juggernaut that seems to never end, for better or for worse, there is such a unique identity to Call of Duty 4 that really never has been recaptured, despite 2 sequels and 3 reboot entries. Now, enough prancing around, let's get on to the point of the video. Let's start with the main reason I wanted to make this video. The authenticity of it all.
Al-Assad would not be permitted to further destabilize the region through military expansionism. And less than a day after the televised execution of deposed Arab leader Yasser al-Fulani, US Marines stationed on high alert in the Persian Gulf were given the order to invade the small but oil-rich nation.
After heavy fighting today, U.S. Marines began to push into the city where al-Assad is making his last stand. Fighting has intensified in the capital city. Anti-aircraft fire and burning buildings light the night.
Roger, on location. Repeating.
So, what is authenticity, and how does it relate to the clips that I've just shown you? Let me explain it in a way that's hopefully simple. It feels real. Not realistic, but feels real and immersive. COD 4, for the use of news and NPCs watching TVs, create this interaction with outer elements that we're told as the player. It adds so much depth to what happens in the game, because it feels like we're living through history. Authenticity, in respect to COD 4, is its strong suit. In-world media bleeds into Modern Warfare 1's campaign, as you're bombarded with news channels reporting on in-game events, and their perception of what happens without the player's omniscience. It's totally akin to real life, and our world, since the Vietnam War, where media reporting is the connection from regular people to the battlefield. And I think part of what shapes Modern Warfare's identity is that we never stray too far from the point that our missions are the moving cogs in a larger world. But it's just not news that our story in Modern Warfare interacts with in-world. It's also civilians. Modern Warfare reminds you in those Eastern European villages or those Middle Eastern towns, there are people's lives being intersected amongst the violence of the current powder keg to World War III. I've got a clip from one of the later missions in Modern Warfare that's one of my go-to examples for this. But it's not the only one. However, I believe this to be the most effective for the reason that it leaves the horror to our imagination, not too dissimilar to some cut content from Modern Warfare 2, which maybe I might make a video on, maybe?
There's Kamarov, man. Let's go.
Al-Assad is in the village. The ultra-nationalists are protecting him.
Perfect. Move out. What the hell was going on up there?
It's the ultra-nationalists. They're killing the villagers.
Yeah, well, not for long, they're not.
These subtle elements of lifelike horror add so much to the identity and character of COD 4, because it's just not about the visuals. The auditory experience is an underrated piece of the puzzle to making a world where you're completely immersed in the stakes and the gritty nature of your work. It's a Call of Duty where you certainly feel like a soldier. It's not all, oh yeah, we're gonna friggin' kill Makarov, oh my god, Ghost is doing something cool. It's like, you're going to see some horrible things. A lot of it you cannot prevent. I guess the final point I wanted to add, so I don't take too much of your attention and can wrap up the video in good time, is the aesthetic consistency of everything in COD 4. Have a look around. You'll see lived-in villages with decaying wallpapers, graffiti across walls, and dirtied uniforms and weaponry. Everything is stylistic to the intended aesthetic, which is war. Nothing is clean, and nothing remains innocent wherever you go. And you just end up dirtying everything even more. Sprayed headshot wounds across rustic bathroom tiles, and bullet holes wherever you decide to impose your aim on. All of these elements keep the player confidently immersed inside the world, so nothing seems out of place. It's a product of an era in gaming where FPS wasn't just another product to accrue billions of dollars in microtransactions. Call of Duty was selling an experience. A tightly knit, gritty, but also action-packed war story, where even you, as the saviour of the world, felt just like another soldier in the war machine. Okay, I think that's all I wanted to talk about. This was my first video in a while, and one of my longest. I hope you all enjoy, and please let me know some of the little details that make you remember Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. And remember, we're going deep, and we're going hard.
Surely you can't be serious. I'm serious. And don't call me Shirley.